Home is. Home is a gift from God, a constantly unfolding unwrapped series of presents, miles long, leaking faucets that give me the drip drip beat of today, markers in time of the comforts, the trials, and chaos of seasons gone by, and the humdrum once-lived lives and song-type tunes that speak of the dog days of summer when I'm bored and stroll casually over to the freezer in the height of the mid-afternoon and find the last hidden popsicle, the blue one that I love, stashed behind the frozen hash browns that once again have been let down. Home is my temporary shelter where chiseled looks of uncertainty stab my face and a disoriented feeling of nostalgia lingers, like I've suddenly stubbed my toe, and I ain't quite sure of what's what or where's where or even where to go, how the hot and cold water work in the shower or where I should park, or the time that dinner's served, if even at all. Home is every time I think of the barbecue sauce that should be in the fridge and see my brothers in Texas and think of the ways the line at DeMario's barbecue starts turning the corner every day at 11 a.m. The smell of smoked brisket filling the slumbering neighborhood as people stumble to their doors, walk outside in the what was once normal world, craving a touch of yesterday, that familiar scene called the norm. Home is where I meet you for secret elevator kisses as we gently recite sweet surrenders, the quivering goosebumps and hair-raised neck stands resisting goodbyes. As the humbling magnolia flowers whisper softly, I think it's time. Home is the champion lullaby hymn that you keep asking for and keep repeating in rhyme, or the stories of made-up adventures, of silly moments in time, and the long-lost laughing fits, dance parties, and pillow fights that cause me to tear up because it's so darn funny, because you were so darn near. Home is a memory, a marble-sized colored gumball, swerving its way down round the metal bends of my life to the flippant door of wonder as if to say, what's inside? Like the times at Christmas when I'd fall asleep behind the tree, expecting to catch the fainted glimpse of Santa's boots ascending the chimney, only to find that somehow, some way, I'd wake up surrounded by gifts and regretfully shake my fist with a grin that he got me again. Or the post-Thanksgiving meal blunders when my mom yelled for us kids to go outside, play football, burn off our energy, as if touchdowns on full stomachs would make a way for her to finally exhale, find her moment of rest, and eat the last green olive left lingering on the tray. Or the quaking times of pacing around the living room, the exact spot my father died some 23 years before, as I stand and wonder with every creaking floor step what his last words to me would have been had I been there. Home is in her arms, that place where the warmth from each other melts together and the synchronized breathing commences as we mutually drift into sleep, and every once in a while I wake up just to kiss her on the neck because she's still there until the day that she's not. And the scattered boxes defining my life, old journals and books I keep meaning to read, poem packets and saved greeting cards, the echoes of laughter or anniversary dinners when we come together and say, I love you dearly and mean it. The last time I pull out the gate, dirt swirling up from my tires and see my soon-to-be ex-stepson in my rearview mirror on a scooter pretending to play, trying to understand. Home is my bed, wherever it may be found, whether in a sleeping bag in my car, where every once in a while my chattering teeth cause me to wake and turn on the engine, heat blowing on my face for a few moments so I can keep warm. Or the full sprawled-out spread of my old queen-size bed, the one with the fancy wooden headboard that would rattle and shake every time I'd wake and make my way to the bathroom, the midst of a dreaming escape. Or some strange bunk, the fallacy of a twin-sized bed for an adult man, I think to myself as I ball into a semi-shriveled fetal pose so my feet won't touch the ends. Or the plain glass reflections of myself staring back at me through the smears of tears in the windows that's never been cleaned, in the mental ward they placed me soon after I got delivered. Home is in your heart, Father, in your caring arms, in the uptick moments of life and love and warmth washing over my chest, taking away all my sins and all the pain, soaking fully in the awe of what comes next and what's soon to be, while being careful to consider just all you've done for me. Home is when I hit my knees every morning and lift up the smallest, still strong voice, speaking thanks over the things you've given me, every twirling roundabout way you've brought me through the impossible, collapsed lungs, left for dead at my birth by the doctors who gave up on me after seeing some pictures in my brain, oxygen deprived, forecasting the worst. Or the choking pain of worry and depression, the constant cold ache in my heart from the what-ifs and should-have-beens in my life that you've already taken care of through all the anger and strife I sensed in every single alcoholic drink and tripped up, puffed out smoke I exhaled as I tried fixing my mistakes. Home is that time I came running to you, crying that night in the rain, and gave you my everything, every shout and every anchored bit of pain right there by the old cedar tree stump, who never thought it'd see life again, and you embraced me, swelled love in your arms, the cold December rain left pinging off my naked back, yet the heat of your love shone round me, left me perfectly warm, and the tears pouring downward that you promised to take, and in the end, at that pause, and at that break, when I rise from my knees and make my way back to my bed, with open eyes that next morning you said to me with a grin, "Welcome home, my son," like it had all just began.